Hey all, this is your K-pop auntie Carly, and this is Stray Kids. We have their MV. Kitty Cam today, that is Kitten, that's Autumn, Doc's down here, buddy, and that is all the cats. Okay, I'm getting around to this one finally, and from the thumbnails that I've seen of various stuff, this is gonna be kind of like Your Eyes. This is like a continuation of the boyfriend concept. Either way, just as long as Felix doesn't try to kiss me, we're good. Alright, there are no captions on this, so I'm gonna go to a lyrics video afterwards to see what they are talking about, and we'll see if I have to tell them to calm the F down or not. Alright, in we go. Alright, so we have kind of that calmer melody to it, like Your Eyes did. Definitely looking boyfriend concept-y, thank you, Felix.
Oh, I think of you, I only fall for you. Feels like a never-ending waterfall. Oh, I'm still a fool.
Finger snaps.
I look
hash
up
browns.
at the stars all day and night, 'cause I know you're waiting, I'll be right there.
I like the beat. Stop it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to listen to the music and it's fine. Felix.
I'm thinking about you, girl. Kimi가 이날この場所で Kimiといたこの場所で Baby, I still think of you all the time. I feel it now, oh girl.
Got a little something right there. Yeah.
내 물에 손이 나요. I know that it'll never stop. Oh,
I just don't know what to do with these guys sometimes. Like they're leaning so hard into the like, oh, you guys all totally cringed over Your Eyes. You know what we're gonna do? Part 2.
I'm still right there. 예사시月の光 君も見えて
I don't even know what to do anymore.
색깔이 지나가 가게 하지 네 날은 나의 눈이 나
What was that look?
가게 하지 네 날은 나의 눈이 나 Every minute, every hour 가와르스니 일보고와마다.
So I'm going to have to just... I'm barely hearing the song because, like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this.
I'm thinking about the night sky in your eyes. You and I,
Was he covering himself up?
You and I, time to stop for us. I'm thinking about you, girl.
I do like the song though. I do like the melody. This would totally go on my that way a little bit. This would go on my soft focus. Easy focus.
I know that it'll never stop. Oh, I'm still right there. Oh, I think
Nice,
of
stop
you.
it.
I only
large
fall
scarf.
for you. Feels like a
Nice jacket. I approve.
never-ending waterfall. Oh, I'm still a fool. I look up at the stars all day and night, 'cause I know you're waiting. I'm thinking about you, girl.君がいないこの場所で 君といたこの場所で Baby, I still think of you all.
Shouldn't we just boot my nose? Yeah, it feels weird watching. As an older woman, it feels weird watching a bunch of young guys flirt with the camera.
내 물에 손이 나요. I know that it'll never stop. Oh, I'm still
I'm not watching that again. It was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great. Oh, but the boys, seriously, they totally embraced that. It was just, yeah, you thought it was weird before. And I do have to say, there are probably quite a few stays with a very guilty pleasure of rewatching that video over and over again, really close to the screen. What is this actually about? I have no idea. I wasn't listening to it. I do know the melody was fantastic. I like the especially like when the piano, just the sorry, like when the piano came in when Changbin started. Yeah, I really like the actual melody. So let's not be distracted by the guys flirting with a camera, and see what the song is actually about, because I was barely listening. I think of you.
I only fall for you.
I only fall for you.
Feels like a never-ending waterfall.
Feels like a never-ending waterfall.
I'm still a fool.
So cool.
Look up at the stars all day and night.
Look up at the stars all day and night, because I know you're waiting to be right there. Looking up at this starry night sky all by myself, racing against each other to find stars in the sky. Unlike the skies from those days, the sky today seems to be telling a story of who I am now. A cold and lonely breeze blows past, and the sea slowly loses its color. But these sparkling blue memories won't be washed away even by the largest waves. Okay, so a little bit of a story of, kind of looking up at the sky, looking out at the ocean and everything, and it's all good. It's all good. There might not be anybody who's there, like, literally there with them right then and there, but there's the memories, and there's, like, it's still, like, not memories, like, a distant past, but memories, like, presently there with you, if that makes sense, like, yeah.
I'm thinking about you, girl.
Thinking about you, girl, now without you here. In this place where we used to be together. Baby, I still think of you all the time. I feel it now, oh girl. I think of all of those times back then, and this sleepless night. I know that it'll never stop. I'm still right there. Let's, yeah, that's, still right there. That's one of those things in, like, editing, books that I try to help authors stay in either present or back tense, and it can get a little bit tricky sometimes because of how you tell a story. You don't necessarily keep your vocabulary completely in the past tense or the present tense if you're telling the story that way. And, like, right here and right there is one of them. Where it's a lot of times, like, right there is past tense, and yeah, it's never mind. It's just it's hard to keep certain words right. Right here is present tense, so it's like I know that it'll never stop. Present tense, like it's never going to stop. That's like a present tense. It's technically a different tense. Generally, it's present tense, and I'm still right there, past tense. So yeah, I know that it'll never stop. I'm still right there. Like, I'm still in that memory of us. Like, I know that is never going to stop. I don't know why certain things stick out to me. It's just my editor brain. I'm sorry. Moving on. The gentle glow of the moon. I wonder if you're looking at it too. If it could become the world's longest bridge, then we would have been able to meet. Every minute, every hour, I'm still the same, unchanged. No star shines as bright as you, so I'm thinking about the night sky in your eyes. A space where we can't be kept apart, you and I. Just for now, I wanted time to stop for us. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's a song about like having broken up and thinking about the past relationship. It feels like a song in which they are like currently in a relationship, but they are separated by a literal distance. Looking up at the moon, thinking, "Oh man, is she looking up there too?" And having if that moonlight could only be the longest bridge, then we could be together. And that's like it's language of being separated by a distance, like not able to be together because you are literally in two different spots. That's what it feels like the song is about, which is probably very relatable for these guys. Like, they tell stories. It's not necessarily like one of these guys is in a relationship with somebody and they're separated from them for a distance. But it is probably a concept that is very relatable for them because, like, even if they were thinking of, like, being in, like, what it would look like for them to be in a relationship with someone, this is what it would be like for them to be in a relationship with someone because they're constantly on the road and it's for months at a time. And if they were thinking, man, if I were really in love with somebody, like this is like probably how it would feel. If this is probably how the guys would feel. It's just like being really in love with someone but just not being able to be there with them and wanting to be there. That's I'm thinking about you, girl, now without you here. In this place where we used to be together, still think of you all the time. Baby, I still think of you all the time. I feel it now, oh girl. I think of all the times back then, sleepless night. I know that it'll never stop. Oh, I'm still right there. Oh, I think of you. I only fall for you. Feels like a never-ending waterfall. Yeah, that's a cool way of putting it because we say you're falling in love. But to like it's a soft song, as in like it's the melody is soft, their voices are tender and delicate, and yet you have this image of a waterfall, and a waterfall you generally don't think of as like tender and delicate. So it's waterfalls are generally kind of like this violent thing that happens, and saying like I'm falling for you, and a never-ending waterfall, it's like it's just this turmoil that just keeps going and going in this just heady rush and just never stops. It's cool. I'm still a fool. I look up at the stars all day and I know that in the we don't use fool in the US relating to somebody who's kind of like in love. That's that using the word fool was introduced to me when I started watching like K-dramas and stuff. Like, I just want to be a fool. We don't say that in the U.S. That's a Korean thing. It might be in other cultures as well. But yeah, I'm still a fool. Saying I'm still a fool for you. I still just want to be a fool for you. And we have kind of like that concept in the U.S. of just kind of being our silly, goofy type of self and doing stuff we don't usually do and everything. But yeah, I'm still in that state where I'm just a fool for you. That's kind of like that in love type of thing that Hyunjin was singing of. You're waiting. I'm thinking about you, girl. Baby, I still think of you all the time. I feel it now, oh girl. I know that it'll never stop. Oh, I'm still right there. It's a nice song. I like it. Like I said, the melody itself, like it's my flavor of slower songs. Like this is the kind of song that I like if I just want to kind of like have music playing in the background and being focused. That's why I call it my soft focus playlist. I can listen to something like this while just working away in my office, and it'll just help me just kind of come right about here and keep my I like it. This Stray Kids are very good at this. Like their music taste and my music taste are very much lined up. I don't know how that worked, but if I'm going to listen to a slow song, this is the kind of slow song that I want to listen to. Good job, Stray Kids. And I hope that if and when they do fall in love, that they fall in love like this, where they're just missing the person madly the entire time. Unlike me and my husband, he's gone for 2 weeks and I'm so happy. I'll miss him eventually, I'm sure. But it's nice that he's not around. I am not looking at the moon and wondering if he is also looking at the moon and if it could only be a bridge between us, because I'm like, man, I have the whole bed to myself. It's awesome. All right. In the meantime, yeah, I'm gonna go. I saw that AT's just put out a music video, so I'm gonna hop on that. Ta ta.